Let's hear 5 different Synergy high gain modules side by side in the new Syn 20 IR head. We've got the Überschall module, which I'm going to say straight up is my favorite Synergy module. There's just something about the way it sounds and reacts that really fits my playing well. But we are going to hear it side by side with the excellent DRECT, the 2CP, the 800 module, and the SLO2. Now, there's going to be a massive amount of overlap with the tones here because I'm going to be playing the same guitar, a 1990 Les Paul Custom with burst buckers, into the Syn 20 IR. I'm mostly going to be using the second structure setting on the Syn 20 IR, emulating more of a modern power amp section in there. I'm using the same IR as well, which is my free LTTV Mix 7 cab IR. However, I want you to listen out for not only the overall tonal differences, but the way the sounds react to the guitar and basically what they make me do, because they all feel different to play and they all make me want to do slightly different things. Let's just hear a bunch of semi-related clips side by side and then we'll chat about it at the end. Uberschall, the SLO2, and the DRECT have a ton of overlap in there. The 800 and the 2CP definitely live in their own space. I like how tight and aggressive the 2CP is, and I love that I can just get most classic rock tones that I ever want out of that 800 module. You put everything at 1 o'clock and it sounds the way I would expect an 800 to sound. You could also hear on there with, say, the 800 module and the lead sound that I got out of the 2CP with the lead shift engaged that I swapped over to the very first structure setting on the 2CP. That's slightly more of a vintage thing on there. I think it suited it really well. But the Uberschall, the SLO2, and the DRECT, loads of overlap there. Mostly the differences are in, to my ears anyway, how tight the low end is. I feel like the Uberschall module doesn't need a boost at all. I love plugging into that and just riffing away. That is probably, for what I do, the most complete sounding high gain module. The DRECT, though, does respond really well to some pre-EQ or a bit of a sort of like tube screamer with gain on 0, level on 10, and tone to taste thing to tighten stuff up. The SLO2, I would put in contrast to that. I like riffing out with it, but I feel like it's more of a lead guitar module on there. The mid-range voicing on there, as we know with Soldano, just really suits lead guitar. We just kind of heard it in a couple of different settings there where I had the tight switch on and off and also a lower gain sound. I think that one bridges the gap between the super chunky high gain and the more crunchy 800 style stuff really well in there. So there's definitely a spectrum of tone. The 2CP is probably all the way over here as the ultra tight thrash machine. The DRECT is all the way over here with the booming low end and very, very identifiable sizzle to the gain structure in there. And then, maybe the Uberschall is a little bit tighter, the SLO is a little bit looser, and that 800 is this crunchy thing in the middle. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section. Anyway, what's your favorite Synergy module? Which one did you like out of the 5 we heard today? And what ones should I do some more demos with in the future? I'm super keen to try the new Fortin module because everything that I've heard with that sounds pretty great. I would like to try an original SLO module because people still rave about those. And apparently they sound a little bit different to the SLO2, but I think the SLO2 sounds fantastic. And I like on the Syn 20 IR, that structure setting on there lets you kind of cater the modules to a power amp response that may be suitable for it. I think the third setting on there is really good with like the TDLX or the B-Man or the Plexi module if you want more of an old school vintage thing. But for the high gain thing, that second setting on there just sounds super tight and it has this really nice controlled low end going on. If you like this sort of video, let me know in the comments. You can sign up to my Patreon or buy some of the music that I make with my band Ragdoll. That's if you want to support me directly. Otherwise, have a great day. Go and make some guitar noises and I'll see you next time.